All right, YouTube, it's me, the civilian Anthony. I'm at home and chilling. Please stay with me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Asylum seekers living in New York in fancy hotels, $300 a night, paid by you and me. Yeah, $300 a night. Watch a YouTuber interviewing asylum seekers that are still around 3 months, 6 months, a year later in this system, still getting taken care of. $9,000 a month for one family member in New York's high rise, $300 a month. Just had a baby. Medicaid paid for all of it. She said there's other pregnant women around. And of course, they're all ready. And once they have the child, they can stay past 30 days if they're pregnant or having a child. So they get to stay another 3 months after that. And then they still get to stay in the system with free health care, uh, cash, welfare, Medicaid, free living, no working papers, can't go to work. Cost them $5,000 to go through the court systems. This is at least what they're saying in New York. Where do you think that money comes from? They have no working papers and they can't work. That's a rich American dream provided to asylum seekers and not even available to the American people. That pisses me off. It doesn't cost me $9,000 a month to live in my house. And I bust my ass every day and deal with a lot of shit to make the money that I do. And so do you guys. That's $100,000 package for an asylum seeker. Come over here. They all had brand new clothes. They all had brand new cell phones. None of them looked like they were wearing hand-me-downs or stuff picked out of the trash or anything from Goodwill. All look like high-quality name brand stuff. They didn't carry all that shit from the border here. Free ride here, free ride there, airplane ride here. And when they do a stimulus for the American people, $300, $600, $1,200. What the hell? What the hell? Currently, YouTube creator went out there and talked to him and tried to find out what the panic was about deportation. He said American streets were cleaned up. There wasn't people all over the place. He said the drug dealers were kind of off the street where they were all over the place. It's not like that. People were kind of quiet. He did get an interview with a woman and said there's a lot of pregnant women and they get to stay longer if they're pregnant. And then once they have the baby, they get to stay longer. He said who paid for that? They said the government, Medicaid or Medicare paid for it. That's you and me right there. We paid for that. You know she's getting food, diapers, formula, everything else, plus a $300 a night stay. Times millions of people, dude. Millions. The government could have taken care of their own people so many ways and even made the country even stronger. Like, the American people can't use $300 a day minimum extra income to improve their quality of life, maybe to open a small business or invest in something else or in the stock market. Absolutely. We have people living on the streets, people with no food, people with no health care. What a mess. It does piss me off. I can't say that it doesn't. Another guy was on the street being interviewed, said he was going through the process, that his court date got canceled and then rescheduled. He doesn't have working papers, so he's not working. So obviously he's getting money from the government. He's living here for free. He's been in the system a year now. And he said he had a court date in a week or two so he can get all his shit together and move on with his life. Another one was 6 months in, talking about what was going on, said that he had to pay $5,000 to an attorney while he was in the courtroom. I don't know what it was. She actually walked by, so she must be walking the streets or staying close to those guys and making sure that she's getting her money. But someone from the government told her how to handle these people and their situation. And she approached them and said, you don't have to talk to this guy. You don't have to do this and you don't have to do this in their language, which was Spanish. And this YouTuber had a Spanish translator with him. And then he was like, yeah. I want to talk to him. And she goes, you can't violate attorney-client privilege. And she said some other words, and he looked at her and nodded his head and then rolled his eyes like, yeah, he's not allowed to talk about his case. Why is that? Why is that? Because she probably won't help him get through the system. He did say it costs $5,000. Where's that money coming from? It ain't coming from Mexico or Guatemala or China or wherever this guy's coming from. Coming from you do taxpayers. Free $9,000 a month just in rent paid to the high-rise hotel in New York, and I don't even know how lavish it was. It's probably even more, times a million people all around the world. And then she's getting food, she's getting welfare, she's getting cash, living the lifestyle. Brand new stroller, brand new cell phone, brand new clothes. Like, yeah, that, immigrants who came to our country before came with nothing, got nothing. They're lucky they even made it here. Luckily that they even got a piece of bread from somebody to help them survive. We did it. We did it with nothing. The Italians, the Mexicans, and everybody else who was never here did it with absolutely nothing. And then the government's handing out $100,000 American Dream lifestyle packages to these people. It really pisses me off. And then when you need help, the government's all over you, and you owe them money, and you make too much money, and you can't have health care, and this isn't paid for, and the IRS, and blah 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 blah. And you feel like you are up to your eyes in taking care of everyone else. And then when a stimulus comes out or a homestead rebate, you barely can fill your refrigerator with that for a month. What the hell? But you can do basically $100,000 package for asylum seekers in the United States times 10 million people, 20 million people. Who even knows what the real number is? Disgusting. Legitimately disgusting. A lot of people, a lot of Americans suffering here. And we have 20, 30 million, who knows how many more million people on the free ride, on the free lunch train. Ridiculous. Pisses me off. The more I see it, the more it aggravates me. And this was the administration we had to deal with for the last 4 years. Didn't take care of your people. You took care of complete strangers first. Hopefully Trump's going to take care of his people now, and unwind this mess. And hopefully he puts out a decent stimulus package for American people to put a roof on their house, or pay their health care bills, and have money to pay for their outrageous prescriptions, or pay their property taxes, or or reach for something else to better their life, or just so they can go stimulate the economy, or do it all. But we'll see. We'll see what the stimulus package is for the average American person, if it even happens. Thanks for watching. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. If anyone else thinks or feels this way, just comment, dude. I'm just a normal guy, just like you, goes to work every day, and you guys may not go to work. You might be, self-made millionaires or trillionaires, and you just like watching YouTube content. But for me, this is relaxing, and I like the exchange between everyone around the world. Thanks again.